Coming up next, round 8 of AMSOIL Championship Snocross. A fast yet tight technical track will provide plenty of great racing for passionate snowcross fans. As the season is headed into the crucial stretch, every point, every pass, every podium is critical in the chase for championship glory. Strap in. Round 8, the Seneca Allegany Snocross National on Fox Sports is next. For 13 years, AMSOIL Championship Snocross has been coming to the small town of Seneca, New York, just southeast of Buffalo. We're back again here for year number 14 and the Seneca Allegany Snocross National. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our coverage here on Fox Sports. Paul Small, my tag team partner, former racer and champion Robbie Malinowski. Robbie, in the 13 years, we've seen a lot of history happen here in Seneca.
Yeah, and I just love coming here. The atmosphere, the fans, the track, and just the whole experience. It always delivers a lot of fun.
Let's welcome in the third member of our broadcast team, Erica Allreed, as she catches up with some of the world's greatest snowcross racers.
Our current AMSOIL Pro Points leader, Emil Har. Emil, you finally got the upper hand on this track for a change and claimed not only your first podium, but your first win here in Seneca. How nice did it feel to finally get it done here in New York?
It feels great. I mean, lots of people here, and it's a cool place to be at. Feels great with finally a podium and for sure with the win.
Lean, coming fresh off yet another win, you credit a lot of your performances this season to the team that you have behind you. Although you come back to the trailer saying the sled is good, they think it can be even better.
It took a lot of work to get here, but then I got here, and then just for them to see my worth and see how hard I work, and then I see how hard they work, and then we're just a good team, and I can never put that into words how much I appreciate having people that believe in me.
Well, let's get things rolling for the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown. We've got to start somewhere, so it'll be with tonight's first leg. Who looks good, Robbie?
Well, I think you always got to count on LaBelle and, of course, Emil Har, but how about Adam Peterson?
Here we go.
Oh, it looks like Yerk absolutely nailed that start.
And got the stud boy hole shot to boot. He flares out wide. Adam Peterson's got daylight on the inside, and Peterson is going to make it pay off as he tries to take the lead.
Salston, though, look at this.
Oh, they are almost 3 wide coming down off of that all signage summit down here to the Skidoo rhythm section that leads to the AMSOIL finish line. Jump neck and neck are Peterson and Yerk. Peterson jumps a little bit further into the FXR turn, and he'll have the advantage.
So Peterson picking up that podium must have got him all fired up, because look at him today. And look at this, Yerk trying to make a move.
Yerk throwing it in there alongside of him. Might try to cut back outside in here. Yeah, exactly, does that on that double left-hander at the top of the hill. That's that all signage summit as we refer to it. And Yerk puts the country cat number 727 up on the point ahead of Adam Peterson.
And looking right behind that, you got Riley Bester battling Salsted for that third spot. So the Valley Racing boys, they've been fired up all weekend long. They got the boss in town. Levi is here. He might have been having a little pep talk with the guys saying, hey guys, it's time to get rolling.
And you can see on the scoring serial on the left side of your screen, Jordan LaBelle and Emil Har did not get starts they were looking for. They are 5th and 7th respectively in the field as we continue to watch the battle amongst the leaders here.
So Yerk looking solid out front. There's a shot of LaBelle and our points leader, Har, battling that 4-5 spot.
Yeah, Har got ahead of Daniel Benham. So now he is setting his sights on Jordan LaBelle. Next sled in line. Yerk going to the outside of that FXR Polaris turn. Smoother but longer distance. Keeps the momentum. Launches the big triple over the U.S. Air Force flyaway.
How smooth Jake is riding right now. He was butter all the way through that section. He's just doing everything perfect. Peterson not really getting much. You see in the back there, LaBelle starting to catch Sulston.
LaBelle is right there, sniffing at the tailpipes of Solsted as they come bounding down here into the Skidoo rhythm section. LaBelle will not hesitate to air it out if he can get the run here, but look at Har. Where did he come from? He just went flying by.
Yeah, he went way outside there to get that first double so he could go by LaBelle. I'm sure LaBelle's going to pick up on that line this time around. There's no doubt, but I feel like Salston is a sitting duck right now. Watch Har. He's going to set the same pass up this lap. You're going to see him go right by Gustav.
We make their way off of that all signage summit down the hill. There's the gap between Salston, currently in third, Har in fourth, LaBelle in fifth, Benham in sixth. So sharing a lot of the same real estate on the track here as they jet over the AMSOIL finish line jump. Har continuing to try to put the pressure on here. Meanwhile, we've got a battle for the lead. Adam Peterson to the outside of Jacob Yerrick. Peterson goes back up on the point.
How about Adam Peterson making things happen? I thought Yerrick was going to check out with this one. We got yellows flying, though. Not sure who that is down.
It's just past the AMSOIL finish line jump, so everybody will have to...
Oh, that looks like Kirchmeier.
Yeah, it's showtime. Jesse Kirchmeier having an issue, blocks the inside lane, forces everybody out wide. Trying to draw in and get up alongside. He's almost there in the Seneca Allegany Casino corner, but Peterson rockets away as Kirchmeier gets out of the way.
And he knows he's there now, and that's okay. Just stay on your lines right now. The lines that got you to the lead.
Oh, here comes Har, charging back to the inside. The clock is ticking. We're down to 30 seconds plus a lap to go. They're both going to stay on the inside through the FXR Polaris turn. This is where Har was able to show him a nose last time, coming off the U.S. Air Force flyaway. Nails the big triple. Peterson keeping the nose of that sled high and out of the rough stuff. Able to hold Har off, but here comes Har charging up to the outside as they hit the all signage summit at the top of the hill.
Har is going everywhere that Peterson is not right now, and honestly, that is the best thing to do because you can get out of the roost, and it gives you an opportunity. If he does make a mistake, you're there to jump on top of that. 1 lap to go, though. This thing is going to be over soon.
Har's got the opportunity here in the final lap to try to make the winning move here on Adam Peterson as they launch through the rhythm section leading down to that Seneca Allegany Casino turn.
Pay attention to right here. It's going to happen. If it does, it's going to happen up here, up on top. No, he's just not close enough.
So Adam Peterson may be able to withstand the challenges here if he can get it to the finish line cleanly. Bounce down off the downhill through the Skidoo rhythm section. Adam Peterson wins leg number 1 of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown, holding off a surging Emil Har, who will come across the line second, and an excellent recovery late in the race for Jordan LaBelle. While we were watching the battle for the lead, LaBelle managed to work his way by both Salston and Jacob Yerrick and comes away with a 3rd place finish.
Adam, that race required everything from you. Offense, defense, exploration of lines, the list goes on and on. How were you able to gut this one out?
Yeah, that was my first ever Triple Crown win, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Track started off super smooth, and of course it developed partway through that race, so I had to find new lines, switch my lines up, and just stay consistent out there.
A lot of fun to witness in that one. Congratulations on that first Triple Crown victory.
The Anderson Maple Syrup Pro Lite Final is on deck as Anson Scheel and Creighton Dillon duel in a to and fro points battle. Welcome back to AMSOIL Championship Snocross as we tag along with the top mechanics in the Shearing Speed Sport trailer prepping for the Pro Lite Final. We also caught up with Anson Scheel.
Flags are going to fly here for Anson
Shield. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling where I should be, to be honest with you. It feels kind of more like where I should have been, the past few years, and just all the hard work is finally paying off. Just kind of coming in like just focusing on the results, and the points will come. So just kind of taking one race at a time and just keep chipping away at it, really.
And we are moments away from going under starters orders, waiting for that green light to click and the pro lights to put the hammer down.
Can Evan Christian get another patented hole shot? Looks like Anson Shield got a great launch there. It's going to be Anson and Topi going to that corner first, and it looks like Anson Shield is going to take the hole shot.
And wind up translating that into the lead. We have seen sometimes where that hole shot hasn't, but it does in the case of Anson Shield, and good on him for that. Emil Mikkelsen with a nice start as well, battling with Dominic Hegman for the number 3 position as they all chase Anson Shield and Topi Posty down into the FXR turn.
Look at Topi Posty. He's going to go to the outside there. Anson had a little struggle to get through that inside. You're going to have to feel out these lines a little bit. Just relax. Take a breath. Know that he's got lots of time here. This race is going to be a battle. This track is rough and tough. All these riders are coming off here breathing pretty heavy.
And if you're wondering what happened to Creighton Dillon, terrible start, buried outside the top 10 right now.
Oh, Creighton Dillon, not what you're looking for. Not when the red plate holder, Anson Shields, out front. So damage control for Creighton, for Anson. Pin your ears back and run as fast as you possibly can right now. And he is doing that. He just threw down a 36.6, the fastest on the track, 1.9 seconds up on Topi Posty.
And then Mikkelsen having a great run, holding on to third. Hegman in fourth. Cameron Cole running out the top 5. How about Adam Ashline from the LCQ moving up there into the number 6 position?
Ashline doing a great job. 7:10. Look at that, smashing down that hill. It's going to take a lot of energy to do that, and look at right behind him, Freeland.
Yep, the diesel is honking his way forward.
He sure is. Pay attention to the 28. He will find his way closer to the front as the race goes on, but someone out front, Anson Shield, looking so good right now. Getting that Ski-Doo, AMSOIL, U.S. Air Force. Machine out front early. 2.5 seconds is right now the lead. So he stretched it about 6/10 last lap on Topi.
Yeah, and Anson looking the smoothest and fastest he has all evening long. His first round qualifier was not an outstanding effort with the 4th place. He came back and looked like a completely different guy in his round 2 qualifier, which he won. And now he goes and he rips the stud boy hole shot here in the Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup Pro Life Final and keeps gapping out. Now he's got a tick over 3 seconds on Topi Posty, who runs in 2nd place.
Yeah,
the battle is on. These are battles for podium positions here. Posty, Mikkelsen, Ashline, Dillon all getting together here on track. Way out wide goes Topi Posty. Mikkelsen cuts down to the inside, and as we've got 29 seconds plus a lap to go, they will go blasting inside and outside here through the FXR Polaris corners. Let's see who comes out the other side. Topi Posty looking ahead. Does he still have that number 2 spot? No, he does not. Mikkelsen got him, and now Ashline's working on him for 3rd.
So Topi going the wrong direction right now. He needs to regroup, take a breath, and slow this race down. Because unfortunately, he was sitting in a great spot, but he's got company from Ashline. And let's not forget about Cam Cole and that guy right there, the 96 of Creighton Dillon, sitting in that 6th spot.
Couple of big comeback rides in this one for Ashline and for Dillon. But Anson Shield absolutely dominant here. Next time he comes by the AMSOIL finish line, he will see a white flag waving. Posty trying to hang on. Oh boy, Ashline almost sketched himself out there in the rhythm section and has to fight that fucking Bronco of the sled to stay on it.
He sure does, and we're down to the last of it.
Looks like Cameron Cole trying to make the move there on Ashline as they come bounding down the hill. Oh, Cole all sorts of sideways hangs onto it as they make their way down into the Ski-Doo rhythm section here and to the white flag.
And look at Cam Cole showing up tonight. Riding so clutch. So Posty sitting on the bubble. And this guy right here, the 44 of Anson Shield, 16.5 seconds out front. Absolute dominancy in this round. He's going to get the checkers. Anson Shield.
So here's the battle for that final podium position. Mikkelsen will come through to finish in 2nd.
And Cole's going to get it looks like. But Topi fights back. It's going to be a race to the checkers.
And Toby Posty will grab a podium as he finishes in the third spot, holding off Cameron Cole as they came across the AMSOIL finish line.
Anson, New York has been very kind to you in the past, and tonight was no exception. What is it about this venue, this track, that brings out your best?
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I wish every weekend was like this, but I gotta take my licks when I can for sure. So, but no, I just gotta thank everyone that supports us. You know, AMSOIL, Ski-Doo, U.S. Air Force, Climb, Woody's, Fox Shocks, Rock Speed Effects, Hayes, Jeff Foster Trucking, my girlfriend, everybody. Just thank you so much.
A big hat for a big win and a big margin of victory. Congratulations, Anson.
Still ahead, with a name like Leaders, just what would you expect from Andy Leaders? Can anyone derail the L train in his quest for 6 wins in a row? Welcome back to the Seneca Allegany Snocross National. The extreme man-made track lies about an hour's drive from Buffalo, New York at the beautiful Seneca Allegany Resort. Back on Fox Sports with more AMSOIL Championship Snocross and our Thomas Snow Sport Pro-Am Plus 30 final. Could be a battle between a couple of racers here that have duked it out, well, for quite a while. Andy Leaders, Corin Todd.
Yeah, can the home crowd help Corin Todd get that win that he's looking for? Ooh, Corin Todd left. It looked like he left early. I'm not sure. That might have been a little too early, but doesn't matter right now. We're going to go green and go racing, and Leaders has found his way into second already, and it looks like Ryan Frank sitting in that third spot.
So Corin Todd will come around here as the green flag waves. Andy Leaders holding on to the number 2 spot. This is the way the Pro-Am Plus 30 final presented by Thomas Snow Sports started out 1 round ago. The Leaders 57 able to get by Corin Todd's 36 and take the win going away at the finish. And now here comes Andy stalking Corin Todd as they head up to that all signage summit.
Oh, look at Leaders, gets that double out of the corner, the top of the hill. He's going to position himself just to the inside of Corin. It looks like he's going to get the pass done, and he does. Corin staying that outside line. Let's see which line is faster right now. Corin on the outside.
Oh, look at that. And he, by a whisker over the U.S. Air Force flyaway, he had the advantage, but Leaders trying to lock it back in. Oh, boy.
Big mistake, but he saved it. That might be the save of the weekend right there.
All right, we are halfway through, so 3 laps remain here, and the battle for the lead is joined once again. Corin Todd's going to have traffic in front of him if he doesn't get a good launch coming out the other side.
I think that's Deadman going to lap down, but look at Corin, gets that double, cases it a little bit. He had to switch his lineup because Deadman was in the way. You can see him shake his hand out a little bit there. Not sure what that's all about. Hopefully he didn't hurt it on that landing.
Corin making his way down the hill, more lap traffic ahead for him, or racers that are about to go 1 lap down. Leaders trying to split the difference, thread the needle here between the traffic, and he makes the move on Corin Todd.
That was a power move, and he knows that outside is faster, so he went for it right away. Corin electing to go to the inside, and you can see the fight is over out of Corin. Great ride. Great push.
This isn't over for Andy Leaders yet, though. He's got some serious traffic that he's dealing with here, trying to find a way by some of these sleds that are at the back of the field.
Sure.
Almost
Look
like
at this.
That was almost like being bottled up on the freeway, and he's dealing with the same thing again coming down the hill here.
Not sure what is going on there. Leaders just not getting the drive, but Corin is right there. So we are down to the wire. 1 more lap to go. Just another straightaway down the hill and a corner, and he's going to take a checker flag, but not without a fight. Corin Todd doing a great job, but Andy Leaders going to take the checkers here in New York.
Andy, that was such a fun final to witness. Was it as fun for you to partake in those battles?
I don't know. I was hanging it out trying to run down Corin. Yeah, it was sketchy out there, and we were going for it. Yeah, I knew, hurt or not, I knew Corin was going to come out there and send it. So, yeah, I was ready to do battle, and, man, that was fun.
Round 2 of the AMSOIL Triple Crown is next. In his trailer is where we find 5-time champ Elias Ischel nursing a thumb injury. When will the Viking Rocket return? Stay tuned. AMSOIL Championship Snocross is presented by Skidoo. That's Skidoo feeling. By AMSOIL, performance you demand, protection you deserve. And by Polaris, think outside. We are ready for the second leg of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown of development while we were away. A penalty, an infraction on Adam Peterson. Going to wind up docking him a couple of positions after what looked like a win in round number 1. That puts Emil Haar in the driver's seat as we head into this second leg.
Yeah, Emil Haar there to capitalize on those little mistakes, and he sits with that 1 point right now going in round 2. Often, and we're going green.
Looks like this time it may have been Haar with the hole shot. We've got a couple of slits tangled up in the back.
Oh, LaBelle is tied up, and Salston.
Salston gets away first. LaBelle still trying to get the sled right at the rest of the pack, making their way down the hill here. Yellow flag waving. And it is Emil Haar and Adam Peterson who are first and second.
I think that is Bester sitting in that second spot.
Oh, yes, you are correct. But Emil Haar getting the stud boy hole shot for this second leg of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown, making it count here. And Bester, showing up in the number 2 position. Haar flying high there, a little sideways in the air, but still charging his way as he heads up toward that all signage summit at the top of the hill.
And look at the bumper cars down there at the bottom of that hill there. So Bester doing some good work this weekend.
His teammate Adam Peterson back behind him here, just coming through in the 3rd spot.
And that was Yerk coming across the camera there. He is all the way down. He's going to go a lap down here. So Yerk struggling.
Yeah, I wonder if there's maybe a mechanical issue with that advanced brain specialist Artie Katz. Oh, and now he's down.
Yerk is off again, and he looks okay. He was just trying to get his. Oh, I don't know. He does not seem. Not sure what is going to be the deal there, but you see Haar putting down the hammer.
Yeah, he's opened up the 3.5 seconds on Riley Bester. Meanwhile, Adam Peterson facing a challenge from Oscar Norm. Norm just got Peterson for the number 3 spot.
Great ride by him. Holy, we are cruising through, but everything that seems to go right now is going right for. Whoop, can't see what's happening there.
Yeah, we're going back to the battle for 3rd and 4th. Peterson has retaken the spot from Norm. Behind him, Evan Dowd trying to stuff a nose down there to the inside. Looked like he's playing bumper tag with Francis Peltier. Peltier going to get booted down the hill. He's going to slip to the inside and Norman grab a spot.
And look at who is right behind this pack here. That's Salston. He was down in the first quarter, so he is putting in the work. And he's found himself in 7th already, so making things happen. The 81, Gustav Salston.
Yeah, trying to recover as many positions as he can after that tangle up with Jordan LaBelle at the start. LaBelle out of the top 10, sitting right now in the number 11 position. As Haar continues to gap out over Bester, and Bester has opened up a nice gap over Peterson. Yellow flag is waving again in a different section of the course here as we watch Salston dive bomb down to the inside of Evan Dowd. Dowd looking over his shoulder. I don't think saw Salston coming. And Salston will grab another spot here. That'll bump him up to 6. His next target is going to be Oscar Norm on the KC Motorsports number 40, who's currently running in 5th.
So Gustav absolutely on fire. What do you see down there, Erica?
I was chatting with Emil Haar earlier, and he was very complimentary of the fact of how well Jordan was riding and how he put him to the test and made him work for that overall in our previous round. He said he and the team were struggling with setup of the sled in this soft, sugary snow as the Polaris favors warm, wet conditions. He and the team figured it out by the 3rd round, but are also featuring some more upgrades that they're testing throughout the rounds tonight for further improvements. Seems to be paying off in this round.
Gustav Salston making the move while we were hearing from Erica and finally locking down the pass on Oscar Norm. Took about half a lap to get that done. We watch race leader Emil Haar starting to catch up to Jacob Yerk, who is in danger of going another lap down. Yerk will go to the outside here, so Har will take the unoccupied lane on the inside of that Polaris and FXR corner. Launches the big triple into this big rhythm section, and Har just smooth as butter through that section of the track.
He is locked in right now. He is riding some of the best laps I've seen him all weekend long, and perfect timing. His competition, guess what? They were on the ground in the first corner. Not to take away from guys like Riley Bester, Adam Peterson, but you love to see this. If you're Har, you know this is huge. He's got all the control then right now, but let's go back to Bester. How about that? Sitting in that second spot, having a great ride right now.
Yeah, his teammate Adam Peterson was occupied and busy with a battle. Salston lost a couple of spots there after getting up to fifth. Benham has gotten back by him to move into the number 5 spot, dropping Salston back to 6th. They're both chasing Francis Peltier, who right now is about 3 seconds to the good on Benham as he races by himself on the track in the 4th position. You're taking a look right now at the second place sled, Riley Bester.
Yeah, and Riley getting through that section there definitely doesn't have that same grit a little bit earlier in the race. Oh, and Peterson, it looks like he's dropped out of that top 3, so.
Yeah, Peterson has apparently had an off somewhere on the track and cascades down the order, so that is really going to be devastating to him. He's still got 2 minutes and 15 seconds plus a lap to try to make up some positions, but after a fine win in leg number 1, it's going to be really hard for him to have a shot at the overall if he finishes back where he is now in 8th here in leg number 2.
And you can see Hart take a little look out of that corner. He knows exactly where everyone's at. In complete control, 13.4 seconds ahead of Bester. So doing exactly what he needs to do.
Well, you heard Erica mentioning a little while ago, the Polarises don't always like the sugary snow conditions. That's what we have one round to go. Har went 1, 2, and 1. Well, it looks like he's on his way to going 2 and 1 so far here in this round of AMSOIL Championship Snowcross competition. Still a minute 25 plus a lap to go. Battle for position here between Peltier on the yellow, 220 sled in the black, 221 of Daniel Benham. They are racing for 3rd and 4th now.
How about Benham? Getting some things going, but what about Peltier too? Of course, coming back from that injury.
Benham trying to get a run on the outside here through the rhythm as they come to the Seneca Allegany Casino corner. Charge their way up toward that all-signage summit at the top of the hill. Peltier goes out a little bit wide. Benham tried to get to the inside, not close enough to capitalize though.
Benham just looks like the fresher racer to me right now. He's forcing it a little bit more. Peltier looks like he's starting to waver a little, and this is where it's going to get tough for him. He's going to have to really dig deep.
2 racers that weren't with us at the start of the season. Peltier suffering a crash in testing, sustained a back injury, didn't come back until the rounds in Valcourt. Daniel Benham started the season sitting on the couch at home when he got a call from the Coutu Motorsports team and said, hey, there's a seat open, you want it?
Yeah, and he took it and he ran with it, and he's doing an excellent job right now. Looks like Salston's starting to find these riders as well. So again, you got to remember, Salston was on the ground in that first corner. Was able to recover, so great ride by all 3 of these guys.
And Peterson making up just 1 spot. He had fallen back to 8th after his off. Now sits in the 7th position, trying to catch Oscar Norm, who's within maybe a second or so of Oscar, but we are getting ready for the white flag to come out here soon for Emil Har, and there's Benham making the move on the outside.
And Benner just has a little bit more flow right now. You can see Francis is starting to labor a little bit. This is getting to that tough part, and you got to remember, he wasn't there at the start of the year. He doesn't have all those laps logged. So making things happen late in this one, Benham. But our leader, absolutely gone. He is almost 15 seconds ahead of Bester.
Emil Har will make his way down the hill here toward the Skidoo Rhythm section. Looks over his shoulder. He could wait 15 seconds before he sees second place as he comes across the line. The flames go off as Har wins leg number 2 of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown here at the Seneca Allegany Snocross National. Here comes Riley Bester. Riley will wind up finishing in second. Daniel Benham coming away with a third, so a nice race for him. The Bikeman Pro Women Final is next. Can Malene Coutu continue to prove why she's the racer to beat in the Pro-Am women's class? The LRR 609 there, that is Victoria Dillon, Nayli LaBelle on the number 518. They are locked and loaded for this Bikeman Performance Pro-Am Women Final is on track. Malene Coutu grabs the whole shot. Carissa Blessom with a nice start down to the outside. It looks like one sled tilted over. That is the number 616 of Riley Novacek. Riley able to get away, and we've got somebody up front who is not Malene Coutu. It is Carissa Blessom.
And look at Coutu. She was launching down that hill, so we lost sight of her. Something must have happened. She's found herself back into that third spot, though. And look at her go. She's riding like a wrecking ball there.
Yeah, nothing worse than having a fired up Malene Coutu who is not leading. She will want to get there as quickly as possible. Oh, look at this three-wide battle through the rhythm section there. Victoria Dillon kind of in the mix there along with Kleeman as they make their way up the hill, though. Malene moves into second behind her race leader on the pink sled, Carissa Blessom.
She's riding a little bit flustered right now.
She's got time, 3.5 minutes plus a lap to go. Oh, and hit a soft spot there, and you could see the sled kind of move a little wonky underneath her, and she did a great job keeping it upright.
Another one. She is really pushing it, and this has happened before. And you see Hauger starting to close in.
Yeah, and Anna Hauger didn't get the one of her patented hole shots, but she is in the mix now in the number 3 position. Top 3 all together on track as they go through the Seneca Allegany Casino corner and head up to that all signage summit at the top of the hill. Performance Pro-Am Women Final with Carissa Blessom holding off the multi-time champion Malene the Machine Coutu.
How about Blessom? Holding strong, not letting the pressure mount too high, and she's pretty solid. Lap times have been steady all the way through. You see Coutu now starting to make some ground up, though, going to that outside.
Trying to get up alongside Malene on the downhill run here. Malene protects the inside lane, now lets it flare out wide. She's just trying to carry as much speed and momentum as she possibly can. Oh, almost has an issue there, and Hauger moves into the number 2 spot.
Coutu just continuing to make little mistakes, causing her to fall back to third now.
Now she's going to try to retake second. Hauger had a little bit of an unhappy takeoff there on the U.S. Air Force flyaway, so put Coutu back into the second position, and they have both caught up to the back end of Carissa Blessom, so it's a 3-way battle here with about 90 seconds plus a lap to go. They bound their way. Oh, Blessom's going to the outside, leaves the inside lane open for Malene Coutu. Will this be a mistake by the race leader or not? Here comes Malene. She clears the triple this time and bounds her way into the lead. Blessom trying to come back, but Hauger is right there hounding her for the number 2 spot. Well, she didn't start off very well. Fell back to third or fourth spot. Had to claw her way up through. Malene Coutu getting ready to come through the Skidoo rhythm section and to the AMSOIL finish line in the checkered flag. The race is going to be on for second and third as they come to the AMSOIL finish line jump, and Blessom will hold off Hauger by 1 sled length.
Malene, no surprise that we see you end up here, but this one required a lot of fight from you. So how were you able to gut that out?
Honestly, that start was just very messy for me, and just tried to tell myself to just figure my lines out and sent it a little hard here and there, but I was able to put it together, and that's what it's all about, right?
You are looking at an angry Moose as he pedals and preps for round 3 of the AMSOIL Triple Crown. Moose will be starting from the back row. What can one expect from an angry Moose? Let's find out. AMSOIL Championship Snocross is presented by Skidoo. That's Skidoo feeling. By AMSOIL, performance you demand, protection you deserve. And by Polaris, think outside. Welcome back. Time for the third and deciding leg of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown. Once again, the Moose is on the loose. On the line, ready to go green in round 3 of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown. Emil Har jumps the start. Oh, movement from Emil Har on the start. And as a result, the Moose is penalized and sent to the back row.
Who's going to get it? Looks like Bester.
Yeah, Bester and Pelletier with a nice start this time as well. And Daniel Benham locking in there as well. So as they charge to the top of the hill, it is Riley Bester who will come down off the all signage summit with the lead. And Benham makes a nice move on Pelletier coming down the hill, taking over the number 2 spot. Oscar Norm sitting back in 4th, Cody Cam in 5th.
What Har is doing, and you can see there, Har is already closed in.
Yeah, that was the snowmobile version of honking the chrome horn right there as Har came right up on the back end of Bester. They're only separated by a couple of sled lengths as we come back down the hill, closing in on the halfway point, which will come with 4 minutes plus a lap to go.
Yeah, you're going to see a little sense of release from Bester once Har does get around him, because he's going to be able to take that breath and go, okay, what is he doing? Oh, I see this line, I can do that line, I can do that all day long. And you almost want to, you're going to see his lap times drop. And look at this, he's starting to pull out on Emil Har. So just as I'm saying that, Bester showing big boy moves right there.
Yeah, Emil Har trying to take that triple off the U.S. Air Force flyaway. Big pop, a lot higher in the air than Riley Bester was. So that hang time in the air is actually what slowed his progress down a little bit in his pursuit of the race leader. But now he'll go blasting back on the outside here, out of the FXR and Polaris corner, draws to within a couple of sled lengths. And again, Emil flying it really high. Bester flying a little bit lower angle, getting back down to the snow first. It's kind of making the difference right now.
It sure is. And I have a feeling Har is just buying a little bit of time, doesn't want to get too much of that ruse. But look at LaBelle, moved his way into that 3rd spot. He's starting to join the party, and right now he is looking like he's picking up some lap times as well. So, yeah, he was a half a second faster. Oh, wow, he was almost 2 seconds faster right there than Emil Har. So LaBelle making it happen. Bester, though, as we say all this, let's not forget the 15. Riley Bester out front.
Yeah, the clock is on his side as we're inside 2:50 to go, but so is Emil Har alongside for just a moment there at the all signage summit. And if the race were to end right now, Har would have the overall. LaBelle would finish 2nd. Bester will wind up with 3rd overall.
How about that? Bester getting that podium spot. Like I said, he's doing everything he needs to do. This is a great ride. Great night from Bester. That last minute, though, that's where the race is going to get so real. And you can see he got a little bit over the bars there, going into that corner. And you're going to see now, Emil's going to put the pressure on because he sees LaBelle has caught the back of him, and he's not going to want to mess around.
Yeah, and here's the thing for Riley Bester. His podium hangs in the balance. If he loses the lead, just by dropping of that position, he'll go off the podium. That would put Daniel Benham up on the podium as 3rd overall.
Yeah, that could be a heartbreak. So he's going to have to ride his heart out right now, like he is doing. But look at this, the pressure.
Oh, the top 3 all together on the track. It's a drag race up the hill to the all signage summit. And Har coming around the outside will make the move to take over the lead.
Unreal ride right there by Emil Har and Bester and LaBelle.
And don't look now, but Benham is starting to creep into the mix with the number 4 spot as well.
So Benham trying to put his hat in the ring as well. But LaBelle, he's made the move. He's around Bester, and he's going for the win.
Yeah, LaBelle is not done here by any stretch of the imagination. He tries to cut a tighter line at the top of the hill as they make the run down. Har a little bit quicker over the rougher stuff, but here's LaBelle with a look down to the inside. He gets a good run coming into the Skidoo Rhythm section. New race leader.
How about that line? That was a power move. LaBelle not messing around. Love to see that. This is what we want to see, is LaBelle wide open, doing the things that we always talk about, those special moves, and that is exactly what he did.
And I noticed when he went over the AMSOIL finish line jump the last time, Emo Har didn't have enough power to long jump it. He had to short jump it, so he either had to really burp the throttle, or maybe there's something mechanically going on with that Polaris.
Well, if he has to just kind of drag that thing in, he's got the points advantage to still hang on to that overall, but can't lose too many spots.
Yeah, Bester might be able to come back on him here because he's within striking distance.
Well, and this goes to what I said. If Bester was to get past, you're going to watch his lap times actually increase because he can just take a breath, follow Har's lines, and when you get out front early, it's an advantage, but it's also a disadvantage because the track changes a little bit and you have a hard time knowing where everyone else is going and finding those extra fast lines.
Your race leader getting the 1 to go signal, so Jordan LaBelle on its way to picking up the third leg of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown here this evening in Salamanca. As he works the rhythm section into that Seneca Allegany Casino corner for the final time. He's opened up a gap of about 2 seconds on Har. Har would go officially 1-1-2. Which would be good enough for the overall win here, but Jordan LaBelle is going to win this particular leg as he comes to the AMSOIL finish line jump past the checkered flags, and Emo Har will come through about 3 seconds behind, finishing in the number 2 position. Riley Bester winds up finishing 3rd, Daniel Benham in 4th, and Francis Pelletier in 5th, and Emo Har with the fist pump in the air. That's a little bit, I think, of redemption. He had to go to the back row because of a botched attempt at a start when he let the clutch loose and roars back to the lead, and then eventually finishes 2nd, but locks up the overall unofficially. Had a little adversity tonight, but he didn't let it faze him. He comes away your overall winner yet again on the number 31 Polaris, your AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown champion, the Moose, Emo Har.
Emil, it seemed like you had all but wrapped up this overall win with 1-1 finishes, and then you decided to make it exciting going into that third round and found yourself in the back row. So what was it like negotiating the pack and the chaos to find yourself in 2nd but 1st overall?
Yeah, I did a little mistake. I knew there is one thing that I can't do, and that's mess it up, and I did it. But I was able to charge back up to 1st, and I saw that Jordan was coming hot, and he was not going to stop. So
we look at the overall AMSOIL Pro point standings after the competition here in Salamanca, New York. Adam Peterson, the big mover here, bumping up 2 spots in the points.
Yeah, he sure is, moving up to that 3rd spot, looking good, and with 3 rounds to go, he's kind of sitting in that spot that, you know what, if anything was to happen to Har, he's right there to pounce.
We'll join you next from the ERX Motor Park in Elk River, Minnesota, when we have more AMSOIL Championship Snocross for you on Fox Sports. But for now, thanks for watching. On behalf of Erica Allreed and Robbie Malinowski, I'm Paul Small, and this has been AMSOIL Championship Snocross on Fox Sports.